Do you know a recent study found that 73% of people believe in soulmates? And they broke it down into ages, and for those over 45, 69% of people still believe in soulmates. And as women, we've grown up with romantic comedies, we've grown up with romance novels, but what was really surprising is there were a higher percentage of men who believed in soulmates over women. Now, when they looked at two groups of people, they came into two distinct groups. There was the destiny mindset and the growth mindset. The destiny people believed that you magically met someone, fell in love, and things just work out. Whereas the growth mindset believed that, they would fall in love a bit slower, they would get to know each other, but they knew that a good relationship will take some work and some effort. And when we're talking about work, we're talking about being able to communicate, being able to compromise, working together to have a strong, healthy relationship. Now, the whole concept of soulmates works really well for the growth mindset people, but not so well for the destiny people. So what would happen with the group of people that believe in your soulmate destiny? They'll see a red flag and go, well, you're not my person, because it should just flow easily. Now, I want to say, when you look at all of your relationships, when you get two people together, yes, like-minded people, it is easier when you've got things in common and values in common, but it doesn't mean you're not going to have misunderstandings. It doesn't mean that sometimes you're going to have different priorities that you want to pursue. So being able to discuss and compromise and get past assumptions so you really understand what each other means is how we get strong relationships, which is interesting. And look, I want to talk about, when we say the word soulmate, what does that actually mean? Well, our soul is the essence of who we are, the person we are underneath it, all of the unconscious stuff, beyond the superficial. So when you meet someone, obviously to start with, you like to do the same things just work, and they're usually the type of people that we date. But it goes beyond that, right? So you have a soulmate, which is someone who is a match for you. And if we're going to talk about matches, it's really like attracting like. So, and we're drawn to that like attracting like, sometimes in a similar way, sometimes in an opposite way. And I'll explain what I mean. So we can be drawn to people from a lot of exactly the essence of who we are. And when we're coming from a healthy place, we're likely to attract really healthy relationships. But when we're coming from insecurity, desperation, low self-esteem, will often attract a match for that. Now, even people that have got healthy self-esteem and healthy self-worth will sometimes have things that affect them and trigger them and set them off, or where you feel like you're not as good as the next person. For example, if you are, a little bit, I'd say low self-esteem, you can come across as insecure, you can come across as needy, and you can come across as desperate. And those behaviors in a relationship have a strong effect. And if you are, attracting the match for that, it's going to cause you differences in your relationship. The other thing is opposites will attract. So someone who is insecure might attract a secure person because they need that security. But the insecure behaviors are the ones that will break the relationship apart, or might even stop you getting to the relationship bit. So in my experience, what tends to happen is, if you're attracting a match at a soul level and you've got lots of wounds and hurts, you're going to attract a wound mate. You're going to connect by those things, which is going to give you a difficult relationship. And it's some of the reasons people get caught up in these Groundhog Day. So when we attract the opposite, if I don't feel good about myself, I might attract someone into my life who reinforces my bad feelings about myself. because like attracts like, sometimes in the opposite way. I like to describe it as maybe one person likes to eat cake, the other person likes to bake cake. So where I like to work with people through, and particularly on second relationships, we hear the word baggage all the time. And baggage is sometimes these hurts that we bring forward into new relationships. You know, maybe someone's hurt and rejected us, and it really cuts deep. So to feel better, we'll jump into the next relationship, hoping that they'll love us and it will make us feel okay. But that's often connecting more as a wound mate, because we get a match to where we're at, if that makes sense. So as a dating relationship coach, I really do help people get past that baggage so they can actually let healthy love in and create the love and the relationship they want. So if you want to know any more about this, reach out and talk to me. It's an area I really love working with people on. And you know, I'm not coming from I've gone on this particular journey myself, and as well as, you know, doing extensive training, it's really easy to spot some of the things that hold people back from getting the very thing that they want. Now, my name is Debbie Rivers. I'm a relationship coach, and I hope whatever you're doing today, you're being kind to yourself. Thank you.